Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined once again by my good buddy Blaine Perkins, who will be returning to our motorsports this weekend in the number 23 car. How's it going, buddy?
It's going good. Thanks for having me on the show, and looking forward to talking a little bit about Pocono this weekend.
It's been a while since you've been in the car. What have you been up to?
Yeah, it's been about 2 months now. Just trying to watch all the races, learn as much as I can while I'm outside of the car, as well as run a few local track races. I ran a Hickory late model race this past weekend, legend car race about a month ago. So just anything and everything I can to stay sharp and ready for this weekend.
Yeah, you got a good opportunity with GMS last week. How was that?
Yeah, it was really cool. Got to meet all those guys and work with that team. Obviously, we didn't quite have the finish we were looking for. Not sure if we had just a bad set of tires, but it is what it is. I mean, when we got the laps in and new racetrack, and we were really just trying to build a relationship there as well as just get some laps in before this coming weekend.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to Pocono this weekend. We're gonna get tricky at the Tricky Triangle.
Yes, we are.
Wow, there's something I'll probably never say. So what's it going to take to get around a track like Pocono? I know it's going to be tough.
Yeah, Pocono is definitely a unique track. I mean, only triangle we have on the schedule, so I'm looking forward to it. I've been there before in the ARCA car in 2018, so finally a track that I can kind of go back to. I know it's been a long time and it's hard to remember, but hopefully when I get there, I recognize a few things and it's just not 100% new to me. Now that I have a mile and a half under my belt in the Xfinity car and just had some time to reflect and learn a little bit more, hopefully we can have a really good run this weekend.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting curve. You've ran in 3 races so far. What's the biggest thing you've learned about driving these cars?
It's not an ARCA car. It's definitely not like what I envisioned it to drive like, to race against those drivers. And it's a lot different when there's 40 cars out there. It's a lot different with a 3-inch spoiler as opposed to a 7-inch spoiler that the ARCA car has. The downforce, the aero, there's so many things I have to really learn. And I felt like I learned a lot at Atlanta, and hopefully this will kind of smooth the transition going into Pocono this weekend. Like I said, I've been here before, so it'll make that a little bit easier, hopefully, as well as working with my spotter, my crew chief, and just everybody at Our Motorsports, just trying to prepare not just me, but ourselves as a team to get the best run we can in that number 23.
Yeah, so I know that this is, your 4th race of the year. You're going to tracks that you've never been to before. What's it going to be like this weekend with a whole different mindset of, you've been here, but it's been a while. Can you learn anything from when you were there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the track is still the same. So just having markers out there that are somewhat familiar, I know they're going to be different. Hopefully just getting back out there, first 2 laps, I kind of remember the bumps. I remember certain areas of picking up the throttle, using braking zones, whatever it might be. Obviously everything's going to be a little bit different, but I'm not going into it blind, which is nice. So just doing as much footage as I can to try to watch last year's races and learn as much as I can before the race and just make that transition in that first stage or first 2 stages as seamless as possible.
Yeah, I bet. It's been interesting before. I know you got some other plans. I know you got some races coming up that you're doing. I don't know if you can talk about them yet, but how excited are you? Talk about what your plan is for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so we have 5 more races this weekend included. So we're racing Pocono, Talladega, Daytona, Las Vegas, and Phoenix in the Xfinity Series this year. So looking forward to just adding those to the schedule. I know the schedule's kind of changed here and there, but really happy just to get a really good, diverse group of racetracks that we're going to that I'll have to run sometime in the future whenever I run full time. So it's just really good to get to all these new tracks and get that learning curve out of the way for hopefully a full-time run and whatever series that may be next year.
All right. Well, Blaine Perkins, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Good luck to speaking at Pocono.
Thank you.